Here at the Severn Valley Railway, we are opening our doors to invite you behind the scenes.
The signal box is open, so you can see how things work in here. And there's more.
With plenty of model railways to see inside the new diesel depot, and even more at the engine house, like this one. And this one.
And of course, this one.
And if you've always wanted to be in your own model railway, we can model you and make this happen.
And in here, you can see how the restoration work is going on these wonderful steam engines.
So come on in and make yourself at home.
Hello, good evening. Hope you're all okay. And we're doing a bit of a running session this evening because obviously yesterday evening was quite jam-packed. Many of you asked for it, so we're going to go through various different locos that we will be exhibiting at Severn Valley Railway. And credit to Sam for the excellent video he made for them. It's absolutely stunning, and I thought I'd share it with you all so you can see what's upcoming and what we've got this weekend upcoming. So it's really looking forward to that. Man, I'm proud of this one. You should be, Sam. It's a cracking video. So I'm sure many of you say it all. So I'm just going to start off with a bit of locomotive running. And thank you to everyone that tuned into the videos earlier on today. We did just a couple of unannounced live streams. First one didn't go quite to plan. As you can see, trying to undo a locomotive that's new to myself on live stream is a bit all over. So, no, great video, Sam. Yes, really credit to him, so I thought I'd share that one. So, yeah, you should be able to... I'll show you. I did send you a message, Sam, actually. 15. Yeah, we'll get it out. Yeah, we'll get it out. We'll have a look for those viewers that saw the 66 video as well. We might get that back out so you can see a bit more of it. Anyway... So we're going to go through various different locomotives that we will be running at the exhibition. Obviously, thank you to anyone that is attending or hopes to attend. I'm aware, I don't know who's attending. If you are, just give us a shout. I know who Chris Hunt is. So I'm just catching up with your comments. So we are live streaming onto YouTube as well as Facebook at the same time here. So I hope you can all see and everything's fine. And we'll start off with a little bit of a running session. Oh, 1 second. Might help if I had the right cameras on. So, we'll start off with a bit of sound. It won't be sound all the evening. So, but one of my favourite locomotives, this is the Class 27. This is from Olivia's Trains. Yes, I will be running a 37. So, I'll be taking requests as well. So, if anyone's got any requests, just please not steam. I've only got one steam locomotive. Three generations, wow. So, don't forget to come over and see us at the Harley Engine House anyway. So, good evening to New Junction. Evening. So I'm trying to look at two screens. I've got YouTube comments on one screen and we've got Facebook on the other. Yes, we will be running various 47s, Peter. I'm afraid none of my 47s have sound, but we'll be running various different 47s. So, and yeah, we'll have a 50 out as well. So I'll take some requests in a bit, and we'll have a zoom through. Oh, come on, is it going? There we go. Sound chips sometimes have a mind of their own. So some of you may recognise this is Derby RTC Laboratory 23, and behind it we have an Intercity Sleeper Coach Mark III. So we're just going to be moving these out, and a 47 is going to be coming in to collect them. So you may see the green 47 in the background coming in. So this is one of the recent ones from Rails of Sheffield. They were quite a good price actually, I think they're about £79. So I'm just going to take the 27 up the head shunt, and we'll bring the 47 out. See, that's coming up now. We'll be going on to the main line to collect these coaches from the 27, bringing them back up the head shunt. So we're just going to No, the 47 I've had for a while. I actually got it from, it was Rails of Sheffield. So, there's various different ones. Some companies have like promotions and things like that, you see. So, right, I'm just going to bring these coaches. Hopefully they don't derail. So, I know it's mainly a Wagon Works, but I thought we'd bring some coaches in for you all. So I do like the sleeper coaches. So they're quite hard to get hold of though. So I'm just going to bring these up to you. That was a signalman's error. The signalman forgot to change the points. So, evening Craig as well. Hope you're okay. So evening all to Nick as well on YouTube. So evening Nick. So just bring these codes through. So we're going to be. I'll go through some requests in a bit as well. I'm sure many of you got of different locomotives. So just going to switch the camera over. So it's coming up, back up the main line here. So we're just going to get the 47 to grab these, and just going to reverse these off, and then we're going to get the inspection saloon out. So I'm just trying to manage all of it at the minute. It's a bit easier when you've got 2 or 3 operators. No, Mr. Grimm's alive again. He is here. Can you bring that through? And we'll bring that down to the right hand, down to the head front. Yeah. The brake fluid dip is working a treat. Someone will paint it and tell us. So I'm going to knock the sound off on that. Knocked off a bit quick there. So we'll bring the 24 back out, 47 back out, do 24 in a second. So we're just going to reverse these out. So, there we go, let's do it nice and slowly. I'm still looking for him. After a little competition, see who sees him first. So he is here, and he is in view of one of the camera angles. So the wireless controllers, they are quite expensive. You have to get the Gagemaster Prodigy Advanced 2 system, but you are looking around £200 per controller. But for us as an exhibition layout, it's great because we can just go wandering. So, yeah. So, I do apologise. I'm still looking for him. He will be here in a minute. See who can spot Mr. Grimm first. You can't keep a good man down. Definitely not. So, evening to it's Beaton Ho Junction. And evening Chris from Huntsheath. He's watching on YouTube. So if I'm a little delayed on your comments, I do apologise. So different without sound, yeah, it's peaceful. You know, after you've done an exhibition all day and you've been hearing locomotive sounds all day, it's nice sometimes to have a bit of peace and quiet. So, but we're going to crack some sound up anyway for you. Just bringing this in. So, right, I'll just change the camera angle. Where's that one? Oh. It's me clicking it twice. So this one's my favourite locomotive, as many of you know. So I'm just going to make sure we've got the signals in the right signals. So this is the 24 over here. This has got the Bachmann inspection saloon. Gary's got a lovely inspection saloon, an EWS one actually, that he won off us a while ago, that we weathered. Hey, had a little run down the railway tracks, Adrian, the bus. So yeah, Gary's inspection saloon's a special one. So I've still got to put lighting in mine yet. I haven't even done mine yet. So I did Gary's for him and I haven't done my own. So on YouTube as well, yes. Like I said, I'm doing both. What are we looking for? We're looking for Mr. Grimm. It's the Grim Reaper. So it's a cracking gift. Obviously from Craig, so I'm responding to YouTube comments as well. Has the 47 have running lights? Yes, it does have running lights. I'll do some close-ups later. Anyone wants a close-up of different locomotives, we'll go through that. So let's change the points. Is Mr. Grimm watching the rabbits? No, Mr. Grimm is on the layout. So you will all see him very shortly. So just trying to keep up the what we call it, the camera angles as well. So I hope you all like the startup film anyway. This was by Sammy B Films, who's on YouTube, so please check him out. So I'm just going to plonk this about here. We're going to knock off the sand. We're going to pick some wagons up and stick them into the depot. Mr. Grimm is on the bus. You'll see him very shortly. So just going to where are we? Reverse. We have to make sure we're going the right way. So we're going to get the 27 and get it to come pick these wagons up, take them up the head shunt and then stick them in the depot. So we'll go through some engine requests in a bit. He's in the engine shed. Or the engine shed is actually this one here. Well, the depot. But he's not in the engine shed. 24, 25. Someone may be able to help a little bit more than me. But there is quite a few differences. On the bridge through the spotter's lens. Yes, this one just here. If they made cameras that small, I'd be a very happy man. So these cameras, yeah, I'll give you a quick thing so you can see. The dotted all over used Logitech C920s. So we've actually got one up here as well. Because up here is actually, I don't know if any of you can see, is actually a boom arm. Okay, and that's where the microphone is. So you can all hear myself. So, yeah, I just like. But he's in the cab. You'll see him. So where's Mini Chris on the layout? I'll show you that in a bit. So I'm looking forward. I'm hoping. I don't know whether it's going to be there or not. Sen Valley. But they have the, in the video last year, they had the chap who does 3D scans yourself, and then you're able to print yourself, and put yourself on your layout and scale. He's in a wagon. We've got a few guesses. He's in that inspection pitch coach. No, he's not. So there is some people in there. Tell you what. I won't make a very good signal then on a real layout. We'll end up with a few crashes. Here's the depot cam. So I'm just trying. So sorry, just trying to do the camera angle. Sometimes it's a bit hard to remember which one's which. There he is. Hey. So I thought you'd spot him eventually. These are the Hornby HEA wagons. If anyone's interested. Oh, sugar. Got a bit too fast there. We're gonna end up with some slightly smashed up locos. So we're just going to bring these in. So he's outside the traction shed. Is there a price for finding him? No, not on this one. So there is a few good things coming. There's one I announced earlier on a live stream. So I don't know if any of you were watching. Don't run him over like last night. HST speed. that busy catching up with your comments, I'm forgetting to change cameras as well. So, evening, John. Let's get pop the clip in there. So that's through. We'll get another locomotive out. So this one might be an interesting one for you. So I'll do some requests on different locomotives and stuff in a bit as well. So just got to take this 47 off from behind here. We're going to bring some wagons in. Get the shed on. I will do so. Don't worry. So we're just going to bring a couple of different wagons in. So these are some of my favourites. They've been out for a while actually. So luckily at the exhibition we've got 3 operators. So one can be navigating the points and everything else. Another one can be controlling locomotives as well. Well, 2 of us actually. So just going to knock the sound off on. Oops, sorry. Started some nice up there. 1, 2, 6. So we've got there a shunter of some sort. Yes, I will do. I was thinking about getting a sound chip from Wood, but the sample's on YouTube. Sounds like a squealing child. So there we go. So this one is actually one of my favourite locomotives. This is a Helgen Class 26. So I'm going to bring it in. And we'll fetch the wagons off it and stick those in the wagon works as well this evening. So these are the Traffic Services Polybolt wagons. So very highly detailed. HST only. Hey, I've got plenty of HSTs. You know that, Chris. No, the sound chip I displayed earlier is just actually the standard Batman one, but I changed the CVs just to increase the volume on it. Troublesome 26. Hey, this one's all right. So I'm just going to bring those in, and we'll fire up the 27 again, just to come and. Shouldn't have turned it off really. So Class 30. I do have a Class 33 as well. Yes. So that one's obviously a 26 that came in. They look very similar. So but we'll have a look at in detail at that for the different locomotives later. Not a problem. So we've just got to get the 27. Driver decided to turn it off, which he shouldn't have. Where you can find one? I don't know, I'd have a look for you. That's the only one I had. So extension will be coming along, but that will be for summertime. So Star Main City 225, first ever train set. They're still made in the same way, aren't they? So the new ones are coming out soon. So dedication for you. My dad's got my first ever train. It was a Eurostar. It was a HO gauge. He got it me for Christmas 1995, I believe it was. So it's kept away in a box. It's not really runnable. So I do have one of the Hitachi IEP 800s down at my dad's as well. So we're just going to come and pick these wagons up. So yeah, looking forward to meeting some of you at Severn Valley Railway, and obviously you will be able to come and have a look at the layout and probably even have a quick go. So I wish I still had mine. Yes, many of us do, I'm sure. So, and there will be, hopefully, if everything's sorted, there will be an open day soon. So that's one to look forward to, maybe. So we're just going to bring this in, pick these polybolt wagons up and take them back down. So hope you all had a good Mother's Day anyway, remembering and celebrating. Have you? Yes, I have got one class 31, so I'll get some requests in. Youngster, yes, I was 7 in 1995. I was born in 1988. So now 31. Trust me, that's not young. I'm slowly falling to bits now. Come on. There we go. Let's get the front cameras on. You've got Diesel going on Friday and Saturday. Oh, you're going in May, Lewis. Sweet. $34 on Tuesday. Well, happy early birthday to you. Hope you get this is something you hope for. Started studying for my GCSEs. 1988. 30 years. Yeah. Hey, come on, Jeff. You're probably healthier than me. So it was nice to see you anyway yesterday, Jeff. I hope some of you tuned in for live stream yesterday. It was quite a special one. A lot of you won different prizes which are being sent out. So we hope you enjoy those. We had a real cracking day yesterday. So Marcus is 29 in May. Going to be bringing these in. So, oh, open day where? Well, might be doing one at Mounts, and maybe even where a few of you can pop over as well. Good to see you, Neil. So, sorry we were quite busy sorting everything out. So, we were extremely tied up, to say the least. So, I'm just going to get this 26 out of the way while we're here. So, right, we're going to fetch these wagons out in a second. So, right, sound chips. Sometimes they take a little minute to go. You tell it to go full speed and then it will eventually... There we go. I've got grandchildren older than you. Thank you. Great grandfather. Oh bless. Well, it's always good to see grandchildren. Hopefully I will do one day. I do have two little ones. Not after that Italian extravaganza yesterday, Jeff. We had a few pizzas in. So just to let you all know. So. You have to make sure your guests are well catered for and fed. So hopefully they went home on a full stomach. Yeah, they do a little bit. With white couplings, they do have white couplings on. So we're going to pick these up. Right. Well, I'm going to... see if we can get locomotive confections. So I'll just be with you in 1 second. Trying to sort out locomotives. Right, let's see how this thing works. So, but yeah, we'll be having a look at the Class 66, which some of you may have seen is actually this week's giveaway, actually. It's got sound in it as well. So it's a locomotive I bought and it's one that I've never used, so... So I'm just going to knock the sound off the 127 because this one's a little bit quieter. Chili flakes, ham and pineapple. No mushroom. We had a debate. Obviously, I'm from Derbyshire, as many of you may know, and Hawaiian pizza. On an Hawaiian, you have ham, mushroom, and pineapple. So no one believes me. Everyone thinks that on an Hawaiian, you only have ham and pineapple. Sorry, no mushrooms. So do you have mushrooms on your Hawaiian from where you're from? So, it is a little bit quieter, this locomotive. So, not mushroom here. Ham, mushroom and pineapple. Marcus, yes. Agree. No mushrooms from Brian. Does anyone recognise that horn? Come on. I'll do a quick guess the locomotive before it appears. Ham and pineapple open. Only. Oh. Hawaiian has mushroom on it. Congratulations, Lewis. Yes, you're right. Class 20. And Peter. Sounds like a squeaky door. Yeah, it is a bit. It's a bit of an old one, this. So it's. I'm hoping it's not going to be temperamental. So it's going to come up here and we'll get the we'll get the 27 just to take out these HEAs. Yeah, it's not a very loud. It's an old sound chip. It literally is quite a few years old, so it's not. You can't increase the volume as much as some of the others. So I'm just going to. Put the 27 on it, just drowns it out. This KFC is nice. Never mushroom from Jason. So how are you, Jason? You okay? So we'll leave the 20 up there and we're just going to bring this out now. YouTube's about 5 seconds in front. Well, that's Facebook for you. So you can check us out on YouTube. So I will be streaming to both. So I bet Chris at Huntsheath's probably got one device in each hand. Pizza with no cheese. I do agree with that, but obviously I believe it's you can't have cheese, so... So, I was trying to get an additional camera angle set up from the back down the side here, but the USB was playing up, so it's something on my to-do list to fix. That's the best way of saying it. Right, so we're going to reverse these HEAs that have just been fixed. Has Chris bought the 37 yet, bless him? I've been hounding him. That's Chris at Hunts Heath. So if any of you haven't seen, there is a petition that we set up as it's a little bit of a laugh. So that's no worries. Jason's been doing his homework and got his design sorted. Ooh. So they each went away with a, yesterday, there was Jason from Barnabas Junction, obviously he himself, Stuart from Valleybrook, and also Jeff, who's in the comments as well. Jeff from Jumble Lane, losing my words now, sent him off with some homework that Scale Model Scenery provided for us. So for each of you that watched the live stream, you will have seen what they got given. And check out their channels to make sure you keep updated, because it's going to be quite interesting. So, right, let's switch into that one. So we'll do some requests in a minute as well for you. Actually, we'll get the 66 on next. We'll have a look at that. So we'll have a look at the prize locomotive. Like I said, the chaps did have a play with it yesterday. It's one I don't use, and hopefully it goes into good hands to someone that's going to make good use of it. So, it's coming along. Yeah, I was trying to get another camera angle down here, but the USB was playing up. So I'll get it sorted for next time though. Yeah, slowly put these in, then we'll get the 20. You can't even hear that 20 now. The sound from some of these is quite deafening, as the chaps saw yesterday. .66 is my other favourite from Richard. So, I'm not a fan. I'm looking forward to the 59s when they come out. Hopefully, there we go. The 127 thinking about going. Then we're going to get the 20 to take these out. So we'll just put the camera tools. Is it going to stop? Ah! Yeah, I think we're stopped. We're not going to damage the front end. Went to Midland Railway yesterday. When we went down there, we saw quite a lot of locomotives with smashed up sound bumpers. No, I don't have sound in my 50. 47s and 56s. Well, we have each one of those, so. So I forgot to change the camera angle, so you can see, but that's the Railfleet Class 20. Do you have the 125? You're on about the HST, are you? So, is that the HST you're on about, Brian? Right. Let's have a look at this Class 66 anyway. The gentleman that came over yesterday from the MRYCG team obviously did see this locomotive, and it did get used to have a look at, and it's one, like I said, it's one I bought that doesn't really get used. So I'll show you the box first so you can actually see what it is. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to do a live giveaway at Severn Valley when we're there. Obviously it will be broadcast onto YouTube as well as Facebook. Okay, and what we're actually going to be doing, for those of you who were lucky enough to see the video earlier, I fitted a sound chip into this. So this is going to be useful for one of you lucky viewers. So this is a Bachmann Class 66, fitted with sound. What's the oldest wagon you run? I'll show you that in a moment. So this is a Bachmann 66, it's the Euro spec version, so Europorte, and it's for the GBRF, it's Modern Railways, produced exclusively for Key Publishing. So I'll show you the code, so it's 32727X, so it's a special one, this one. Okay, so this will be going on this week's competition, so... And I'll be posting it up later this evening, and then we'll be giving it away on Saturday evening. So it's all for you more modern modelers out there, unlike myself actually. So it's, like I say, it's one that I bought and it just didn't get used, so there's no point having it. Yes, it is a 66 giveaway, yes. But we'll take it out and crack it up. So it is quite, I did turn the sound on it up, so I did have a little play with it earlier. So I think it's a lock sound, it's either a 3.5 or 4 chip. So I'm actually just going to, rather than bring it in, I'm going to place it down, so you can see. Onto the camera angle slightly. So this is the locomotive, it's in Eurospec, it has full cab and tail lights, and it also has interior cab lights as well. I think it's function 8, yes it's 8 for the interior cab lights. I'll whip the lights off for a quick second, so you may be able to see, just bear with me. So I think it's function 8, so it does have working cab lights, and we also have, let me just, I'm just going to have a little move around with the camera so you can see it. And we also have working head and tail lights on there as well. So these can be switched to either end. So I'm trying to show you in the dark, so it's a little bit harder. So you can see there. Let me just pop this camera back, hopefully in the right place. So we can have a look at a few of the locomotives in the dark later if you wish. So let's have a look on here. I'll hold off buying one for now. No, it's fine. So yes, it is a 66 giveaway. So and we'll crack up the sound so you can all have it here. I have turned it up from standard, and the speaker is located right where this grill is, so it really pulls out. Obviously you can get better speakers, ones with a bit more bass, but hopefully it'll be a nice addition to someone's layout. No, that's not me, Neil. I hope you can all hear it well. So I'll get it running. It does run very nicely and smoothly. Oh. Might help if I put it on the rails properly. So I'm just going to pop it up here so you can actually hear it running a bit better. So, Rachel looking on there. Chris is on the bridge with his camera. So it does have various different sound functions, so I'm not too sure which ones are which. Oh, wrong way. So it goes with a good pelt. So is there many of you that would find this a great addition to your layout? Right, my track needs a little bit of a clean as well. Yes, I know. I'll clip that on actually. So there's a little, look, you just have to clip it in at the end, I'll do it later. So, yeah, so it's quite a fantastic prize, I hope. So, I hope it goes to one lucky viewer. Obviously, well, we'll go to one lucky viewer. It'll go to a lucky viewer that'll find a good home for it and hopefully have more use than what I do out of it. So Diesel, where's Mr. Grimm? Hey. Diesel on YouTube. Mr. Grimm is... If you look on the depot cam, I'll slowly move these out of the way, the hand of God. Mr. Grimm is here. So obviously that's provided by Craig at New Durham Junction. So anyway, we'll knock that off. So it is quite fantastic sounding. Yes, the joints took a little bash just here yesterday. I've got to sort it out. It took a bash and that one's dropped down. I've got to sort the legs out, but we'll sort that out. We'll sort that out later. So right, so let me just put this aside out of the way because it's in the boxes. Right, so we'll go back to myself. I'm here. So catch up with your comments. So we've gone through all that. Defo, you alright? Yes. Go nicely with my DRS 66. So run number 1, it can pick mixed up good. Yep, definitely. Right, so we're going to ask for a few user requests. So we've got a few different wagons here. We're going to be pulling in some tankers now. We'll get some tankers into the depot. So the first thing I'm going to ask, obviously we'll use the 27 as the head shunt locomotive, which I always generally do. Sometimes use the 20 as well. So right, let's go through. Craig Mason first, 37. So we'll go through. So we'll go with 37 at the minute. Hold off on your comments, and we'll ask next time. As soon as I ask next time. Right, I'll get a 37 out, shall I? So let's give this one a quick clean and blow down. So you love the 37. So not all of these are loud as some of my other locomotives. So let me just some do have sound. So this one does have sound. Here. And we've got a couple of Shell TEAs. We did give away a TEA recently. It was a black one. Was it Mirko, I believe it was? So lovely wagons these. I remember Jason saying yesterday he loves these as well. So some of these locomotives haven't been running a bit. My job this week before the exhibition is actually to clean them all up and get the contacts and stuff cleaned, as some of you watched. So yeah, let's see if we can get a better camera angle for you. Like the depot cam on. So I'm struggling to catch up with cameras as well. I have to do signals, putting them on the track, locomotives, and do the cameras at the same time. So I do need to get this one programmed a bit louder actually. So you can increase the CV volumes up. You just have to be careful not to distort the speaker or anything. So right, we'll plonk that up here. I wonder if this will work. So just bear with me for 1 second. Just trying to see if I've got a locomotive here and just seeing whether this will run. Programming check. So I am still here, just bear with me. So just going to bring out a slightly different head shunt loco. I'm not sure how well this one will run. A few of these haven't been run in a few years. I don't use them all at exhibitions. So depot cam, right hand cam, here we go. So this one also has sound as well. So we're going to use 37 to collect the oil tankers from 37. So I like a bit of BR blue. So, do many of you have class 37s, do you, or? So, good night, Neil. So, sorry it is running a little bit late, but trying to shunt the other 37 now. So I'm just going to unhook these. They're not. I've got a few 37s. So I've got a lot of the Vitrains ones. So I'm struggling to catch up with the cameras, trying to read your comments as well. Oop, I think we hit the buffers there. I was saying, when we went Midland Railway yesterday, a lot of the buffers were all bent in from stuff, just smashed into stuff. No 37. Third is on its way. Ooh. Which livery have you got? Which liveries have you all got then? Obviously most of mine are blue and intercity. So we'll pop these in the depot, then we'll take the 37s out of the layout, we'll shove one in the shed. So, yeah, Chris. Two coalesce and one coal sector. Ah, always wanted to get a coal sector. Oh yes, I remember that coal sector one. So, Chris, look, it's a class 37. There we go. So, put this in it. Euro Phoenix, very nice one. So Jeff's got a Euro Phoenix one, very jealous. Large logo, DRS, Rail Freight, green. Ah, blue and grey. That's the way forward. So I'll show you some of the 37s actually we've got. Right, I'm just going to bring this one off and we'll take the pair out. We'll see if we can take them out as a pair actually. Let's pop this one forward again. So I like the blue. It's got a slightly different. It doesn't have the buffer beam. It's built on the actual front. So. Right, let's see if I can do this right, or we're going to get tug of war. 3-7. So that one's going to be going forward, and this one's going to be going reverse. So if we don't do this right, it could go horribly wrong, but we'll see. So if we can take them out as a pair. Hopefully they cover up, yep. Oh, there we go. So the will come in camera shot. Did Grim just move? No, he's there. So that's goodbye to the class 37s. I'll show you some of the other ones we've got as well. Right. So I only have the two 37s in sound. So pop these straight off. So obviously these are both Bachmann ones. So we have the BR blue with the square head codes, the original. So it's a 37-0. That's Bachmann with that is a Bachmann sound chip. This one's Bachmann as well. So this is 37.5. Okay, so I do like the front end on these ones. So everyone has their own preference, but 37.5 and 6s I do really like. I'll show you some of the other ones we've got as well. Just bear with me. So I have to remember which drawer they're actually in. So other ones we have as well are the 37.428 Sir David Lloyd George, which is in Rail Freight. It's Rail Freight Petroleum. So this is a 37.4 livery, as you can see. It's got the ploughs on the front. There is a gap because it does have a coupling in usually. Okay, other ones that we do have. So I tend to have actually a little collection of these. Some of you have seen them. A while ago went a bit crazy on Vitrains 37s. So these are the ones in the Intercity livery. So I just like the paint application and the style of them. So, and that one's 37,685. Got the same 37 as you running on other liveries. Sweet. So I did get the collection of 37.4s from Vitrains. This one's a 37.5, the same in Intercity, but it also has the round end. So there is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of those altogether we've got. And the other one I've got is quite different. This is bear in mind these are different manufacturers, but the yellow is such different. So as you saw this one earlier, this one's the Bachmann one. This one's on Vitrains. It's more of a fluorescent yellow. So, but they're both Rail Freight these, but there's quite a bit of a difference between them in colour. I'm not too keen on this one, so it's one of those things. Let me just catch up with your comments. Let me just get a sip of a drink. So, I will be with you all. So, right. So I'm just catching up with all your comments. So on Valleybrook, shed, give me the shed. I was on about the 66. I was saying, you're not having me shed. No. Definitely not. I don't care about the 66. I care about the shed though. So love the split head code and the smooth. Yes, I do like the smooth face. How does the 37.5 couple up to stock? Well, it just has the standard NEM coupling. Sometimes they're removed. When I do photos and stuff, many of you see I do remove the couplings and try to make them as good quality as I can. So I hope you do enjoy some of the photos we take. They do take quite a while to do actually. It's not just quick snap done. There is quite a bit to it. Some of you have seen the process of how we take photos as well. So, I like the Intercity, yes I do, I just love the livery. And British Steel Grey. Ooh. So, Craig, Mr. Grimm is always killing at New Durham Junction. He's got 6 months of paperwork backed up. So, right, let me pop these back in. So, what, so, 1 second. So, obviously you've seen the 66, seen the thing. Second, sorting my locos out down here. What's everyone's next request? And please don't say 008 because I haven't cleaned them up yet. That's my job this week. So I don't drink alcohol, but I do drink too much of this stuff. I don't do Pepsi commercials before any of you bring that up again. So and good evening, Stuart at Valleybrook. So Stuart did get to play with the 66 yesterday. No, it's not Pepsi sponsor. Do you have any Steam? I have one. I don't even run it, but I'm sure we can get it out. So first request we're going to do is a steam locomotive, the only one I have. So I'm just going to try and find something appropriate to run it with as well. And we'll stick this up the main line as well. So I'll catch up with you all very shortly. So Sam asked about steam. I have one steam locomotive. My dad's got plenty of them. But thingy. Just bear with me while I sort through my coach pit. Some of you will know what I'm on about saying that. I have a certain way of organising coaches. And know before you ask, it's not the best. Actually, I have quite a vast selection of Mark 3s I have to go through. So I'm just catching up with you. Duke of my town. Right, 1 second. Can't even remember the DCC number for this. We'll soon find out. So, haven't had these coaches out in a while, so they will be a little bit dusty, I'm afraid. But I'm just trying to find something that will kind of run with it. And hopefully. So, evening, Mick. So, where are we? Loco 3. Sorry, just bear with me. I've got to program it because I can't remember the DCC number. There we go. So I'll pop. Where are we? On the right hand. Yeah, I'll pop the camera out here. So the one I've got is, I'm not very familiar with the classes, so please, I'm sure one of you will be able to tell me. So it's Duke of Gloucester. So it's the, sent you a pic, Chris Bow. I'll have a quick look in a second. So just give me a quick sec. That's the pic to show. Ground anchor. Oh dear, there's been a bit of a scene. Where's Mr. Grimm? I'll share that up in a sec for you, Craig. So I'm just trying to... So my phone seems to go on a slow go occasionally. So yeah, 71,000 Duke of Gloucester. And we've got a couple of Royal Mail coaches to go with it. No, Mr. Grimm's here, he's already been spotted. So... Actually, I may actually move him. See if he can be... Right, Mr. Grimm's moved. So we'll see if we can actually spot him in a bit. Yeah, he's gone. So I'll bring these up and we'll stick it up the main line so you can have a look. These. So I do like these Royal Mail coaches. Got a set of 4. I think they used to be on a combined sale at Hatton's. So we're talking a few years ago now, though. 1 second. Oh yes, I'll show. Yeah, I saw the Mini. Nice stock too. Thank you. So like I said, these are nice coaches. I'll show you the other side of one in a bit as well. Yeah, I've got another one here. Like I said, in the coach pit. So down the one side you've got the with the catch pits, and then down the other side you've got Royal Mail letters going right across with the Royal Mail emblem. Oh, that end. So I seem to have an abundance of Mark III coaches. That signal man's not done his job. Oh no, we're going that way, aren't we? So right, so we're going to take us up the main line and we'll place it up there. So that's the only steam locomotive. I do have a little GWR light shunter, but it hasn't got a DCC chip in. That's no worries. I hope you enjoy them. They're from CR Signals, they are. Did I see him under the bridge? So we'll reverse this out first. I'm not going to go too fast. I'm not going to go Stuart's Valley book speed and derail everything. Push the spotter off the box. I need Mark IIIs. I've got too many of the flaming things. But I got a... So, like I said, it is a stunning locomotive. I love them coaches though, they really do stand out, especially on photographs. But yeah, Duke of Gloucester is the only steam locomotive I actually have. So it did come with a sound chip, but as renowned as Hornby TTSs can be, that one went fizz. Yes, they are all Oxford vehicles. I'm glad to go through them. My favourite, I've always wanted to drive one of these, and some of you are probably going to ask why. I don't blame you. It's actually a Rover SD1. That's one of my little favourite ones. So I love that to bits. It's even got the little spoiler on it as well. So I'll go through it actually. I'll show you a few different ones. So yeah, I'll come get the camera. We'll have a quick nosy around the layout. So right, as you can see, some of you may have spotted, there is Mr. Grimm. There he is there, by the side there. So we have the road bridge coming across here. So we've got the post box. Obviously we've got some little concrete posts, stop anyone crashing. We've got a little film camera guy here, so filming. And we also have a streaker, and there's a blue Mini. So don't ask about that. So we've got gentleman bike. These are all quite thingy, like a businessman with standing by the safety box. So usually Mr. Grimm resides somewhere on the layout. I'll show you in a second. So this is the road going through. So we've got a Reliant, Robin Reliant, Rover SD1, and we've got a police car up there. So normally Mr. Grimm actually belongs over here. Okay, so Mr. Grimm belongs, we've got a granny chasing a child, and I think it's the time for granny to be up. So he's chasing there. We have a few cows on the field, and then we've got some sheep to put on as well. We've got another car there. I think it's a Triumph actually. I'll pop that on. So they're all Oxford die-cast ones, these. Please excuse me while I step over all the mountain of camera wires. So it takes quite a bit to set it up. So these are all British Rail ones. Anything I see with British Rail I tend to buy. So I can't tell you too much about them. So obviously our British Rail vans. We've got a little Mini, I think that's like Austin van, is it, or something? And then we've got the old, is it old Transit? No. Comer, whatever that is. And then we've got one over here as well, which is a green British Rails, like an early one as well. On there. And obviously we also have the bus. Many of you have probably seen that as well. So that's from Derby Bus, Railway Technical Centre. Then over here we have a few other things. So we've got a truck rental truck, and another British Rail little bus, and another British Rail little car. So, and then on the extension we will be having these running, which is quite interesting. So this is the Faller car. I've got the Faller car system. So these are the little cars. They go like stonk. Oop. It's going all over the place. So because it's not got the wire going through as a road, obviously, which navigates it. But these are brilliant. So we will be having moving cars. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to place this as well as get a camera angle for you. So you can't control the steering. It's usually like metal in the road that does. So but these are cracking little things. Rechargeable. So, but that'll be going for the Faller car system, which we'll be doing in the future. So, let's get back and have a look at some more locomotives. So, yeah, Mr. Grimm's now back in his rightful place, chasing Granny in the background there. There we go. Right, I'm coming back to your comments now. Let's have a look. Sorry, it's alright, the comments are around the other side of the layout. So let's have a quick look through. Let's have a look through your comments. So Brian, send them this way if you don't want them. That's fine. So Mr. Grimm wants to get knocked over again. Check the Rover SD1 for rust. It's not, the wheels haven't fell off yet. So I'll be careful taking it out of the house. So I'll wax it and oil it and everything if need be. He has his eyes on the points controller. Yeah. Drove the Rover 2.3 the same shape as the SD1. Ooh. Police cars, I need 2. Yeah, it's the only one I've seen that I really like. Comma, that's it, Brian. So Morris Minor van and comma. So like I said, most of you will know. As you're aware, I'm only 31. I was born in 88, so many of these before I was born. Sherpa, yellow bus. No, it doesn't work like a bruv. Do that at the weekend. Of course, not a problem. So there's quite a few things come at the weekend actually. There's a few bits from my dad as well. That's quite interesting. Mick Maddox, yes they do, the old British Rail livery. Comma vans will also use British Telecom as well. So, did they break down much, or? Steam one is an A1 class. Look nice at my tonneau. Which one? which I won in the contest. Yes, David won the tornado offers in the contest a while back, and sent up some cracking pictures. We did like his pictures he sent up this week of his shed. So have a look on the community page on our Facebook page as well. Can you slow the fall of cars down? You could manually, yes. You can put a resistor into the motor, but there isn't any way of actually slowing them down. They're quite simply, I'll show you how they work. Let's get a car and let's stick a camera angle on. Not that one. Yeah, that one will do. So, how they work. So you can get cars, but they're quite hard to get hold of. So there's a little magnet at the front at the end here. Don't know if you can see, it's on like a little trailer. Okay, so there is a metal wire, just like this rail, which will go underneath your road surface, and it will follow. The steering navigates so easy. Underneath, you have your charging socket, which is these 3 pins here. And you have a little on-off switch, and you have your gearing, which is to give you power. As soon as you switch the on-off switch, so you have to switch it on, then place it down. It'd be good if they were radio controlled, but obviously it's down to the size. So the reason I went with this rather than the chain link system was just the noise. So because that was one thing that put me off. So you see you've got a vertical motor there and 2 little mini batteries, well, capacitors almost, to store the power. That's it. So if you want to slow it down, you can cut the positive, which is the red wire, stick something like a 1k or a 500 ohm resistor in. Okay, and literally it will slow it down. So I may well be doing that in the future. So I did get the starter kit. The reason was because I needed the charger and additional wire and everything else. I'm just trying to have a look now where I put it. It did come with a Ford Transit. I think I've put it in a safe place at the minute though. Yeah, I think I've put it in a very safe place, so I do apologise. So, yeah, the other one, there's quite good cars we were talking about. Bright Orange Capri. So I do like that one. And then we have Home Heat Services, which is, like I said, these Oxford, the great price for what they are. So this is Home Heat Services, a little van, a little white van as well. So, but these are good, but very, very expensive. That's the only consideration you have to worry about with the former car system. It is expensive. So I won't be buying loads in a rush. Yeah, you could put a 1k pot in. Yeah, good point there. So it depends if you've got enough room though, because it's even tight now in that box, believe it or not. And trying to get them into cars and stuff will be fun, but we'll sort that. DC car can chip them to be slower. Ford Anglia van, yes, thank you. Like I said, many of you know more than me. Thank you for thinking me. So just bear with me, just want to get a drink. So it does tend to get very warm in this garage, believe it or not. In winter it's freezing cold, and in general time it's boiling. Yeah, put resistant. Do they do DCC ones too? Good luck with that, probably in the future. It would not surprise me. So I'll be looking forward to it. But the extension that's happening, there is a part going on the front, and there's also a 6-foot extension going down the side as well. But that's going to be for, when is it? October time at Worksworth Show we'll be doing that for. So 6 of them Capris. So you like your Fords then, Craig? I have to go through my Oxford diecast collection. Like I said, I'm slowly getting there with the cars. It's one of them things where you sort the locomotives first and then you end up doing your cars last. So I might be the only one. So, me too. So, what locomotive would you like to see running next? Or do you want to have a look through the locomotives? Or tell you what, I'll get, before we put any requests in, GPRS controlled. I'll get the camera, hopefully it'll reach, and we'll have a quick look through what locomotives I have. And so you can do, which camera are we on? So I'm just trying to work out my cameras, because some have got different extension leads. So the depot cam's straight wired. Sorry, it does take quite a lot to set all this up, you see. So right, I'm going to take you to the deep dark abyss behind the layout. So I have a set of drawers behind here with each of the locomotives that we have, and we can have a look through what I've got. So before we get the request, so I'm sorry about the shaky camera. So this is many of you have seen, this is the control panel we use. So we've got the light switches and we have other point navigation on here. So we're going deep down. Let's have a look. So this is my drawer of 125s. These are all the Hornby Super Details. We've got, this is a Helgen mock of the Lab 20 RTC, Derby RTC. So it's not quite accurate. We have two of the Helgen parcel units, red one here and the blue one here. We've got the Dapol 121. Don't ask me what that is, it's some kind of EMU. I picked it up cheap and I use it for testing. So, I'm sorry about that. So, we've also got the Hornby 153. Okay, so that's the HST collection. So there is some bits obviously taken out, so bear that in mind. So this is my other 27 in BR Blue. Oh, one sec. I'm just trying to do it so you can see as well. I'm trying to see the screen, so sorry, bear with me. So if I'm out of thingy, just let me know. So this is my other 27. That's Helgen. We've got two Bachmann Class 24s. This is the Derby RTC one. Well, the Railway Technical Services one. This is painted in a slightly lighter blue and it has an ADB number on there. We've also got Class 50, which is Hornby Super Detail. This contraction, which my dad painted many years ago. Some of you may laugh at that, so that's years old. We did that for the fun of it. We've got the Class 31 rail freight, that's construction livery, I believe. Okay, and then we've also got Class 33, which is in Dutch engineers livery. We've got BR Blue Hymek 35, two Class 56s, one in BR Blue, one in rail freight. And then we have the Class 60s as well, which we've got in rail freight petroleum, coal. And we have my Helgen 58, which is one of my favourite locos. So I'll take the request shortly. We'll just go through. I can't open all the drawers at once because otherwise the cabinet will just go oh, and topple over. So, 1 second, put that 47. So this selection of 47s, these are all 59s, which are Lima, like old Lima and Hornby ones. National Power, ARC again. I also have a couple of the Yeoman ones as well that are out at the minute. So, we've got the Western Cavalier, which is the 52. We've got the 53 Falcon, and I have a selection of 47s. So I'm trying my best to get it in. The camera's the other side. So the Western needs brake fluid redo and maroon. Does it run though? Yes, the Western does run. It's a Dapol one. So it's the Dapol Western Cavalier. This is. So it does run. We'll have a look maybe in a minute. So we'll go through all the requests. So these are the 47s. Obviously, I've got in Intercity livery. So I'm just so Intercity. We've got BR Blue. This is a Helgen one. This one's petroleum, and that one is Pentaside or whatever it is, 47190. We've got rail freight petroleum again. Rail freight distribution. That's the postal livery. Maroon technical services livery. And we also have obviously executive livery. That's Titan. And this one's a Vitrains 47. So the green one's out at the minute. So that's those. So we've got a 159 here, not a 158. So it's 3 car. We've got 108 2 car with sound, 2 150s, and a 105 and 108 and a 101. Is it? I'm not the best with those. So they're all Bachmann. They are. Yeah, all of them are Bachmann. So next drawer we have. So this is the collection of 37s and stuff. Obviously bear in mind the one out. So this is the only Deltic I have. It doesn't run whatsoever. It's an old Lima one that I bought offline. It's all scrap and weathered. Obviously we've got the RTC 46, one of my favourite possessions. Damn expensive as well. We've got the 240s. One's one of the technical services. It's 97407, and we've got 40 159, 46 or 45, whichever it is. I can't remember if I get it wrong. Sorry. D186. Then we have the collection of the Vitrains 37s. So they're all Vitrains. These two are obviously Bachmann, which you saw earlier, and the blue one as well. And then the top drawer. So I'll catch up with your comments all very shortly. So in the top drawer we have the 25s. So there's 3 of those. One's the Eiffel train heating. There's 4 of those actually, sorry. We've got 5 Bachmann class 20s. So my favourite's in the green. We've got the snowplough from Hatton's, which is a cracking piece of kit. And we also have the brake tender, diesel brake tender. We've even got a little tamper machine that does kind of run, I think. So it has got DCC in. We've got the 14, which many of you have seen. Just picked this up not long ago. I can't remember the name of it now, whichever it is. Little Sentinel. We've got 2 class 03s, and then these are all 08s. So we've got BR blue, BR which is grey, another blue in City, which is Piccadilly. We've got one of my favourite, the Serco, another BR blue, and the RTC one as well. So, and then obviously I've got today's purchase, or the other day's purchase, which is the class 15. So that's the 16, that's the 15. They do look very similar. So, let me just pop back over. And I'll go through your comments, and then we'll ask for some requests as well of what you'd like to see running. 1 second. So, sorry, just let me get a drink after that. Right, let me catch up with the comments, everyone. Let me look at the YouTube first. So, class 50, please. I need Steam if you want to borrow me that one. No, that's fine. So, 58. If you knew where I stashed the 58, you'd have run it yesterday. I did say they were all in the drawers. Go have a look through. So, you know I'm quite open. So, let's have a look through all these yesterday. Let's have a look for all these comments, sorry. So, class 50, I prefer Vauxhalls A1. Yes, we know for 50. 50 from Chris Hunt. Brian wants a 43. I'm not joking, comes with 3 satellites, £1,000. Wow. Yay, wow. Class 50, nice collection, thank you. Western needs a brake fluid dip, like I said. Does it run? It does run. The Western isn't sound, no. Most of my locomotives aren't sound. It does mount up to a lot of money. I put a lot into this layout as it is, and take it as a slowly come. So 49 Swallow, nice livery. It's not too bad. Lover 101. Marcus like the 50 running. Delta Kirsch's saved SVR, chucked it in background for next weekend. Ooh. I was drawing over that 37 collection yesterday, Jason. So they're only Vitrades ones. I wish they were Batman, but I like them. They are good. No, I've not got a Wickham trolley, and it's something I did want to see yesterday. They had them at Midland Railway. Jason will tell you this, and they were quite a good price. They were £55 for the Wickham trolley. So nice banana I received. I'd like to see the Sentinel running. So would I as well, Dave. It runs like jug. It runs like junk. It really does. Cracking idea from Hornby, even with good decoder. I'll try it. So we'll have a look. To commemorate alright, I'll do a 50 first, and then we'll take some requests. So let me get a class 50 out, and let me find something least appropriate to run it with. So like I said, I have 150. I don't know how it's going to run because I haven't run it in since I had the old layout. So let's hope it works first. So this one is Thunderer 50008. I don't even know the DCC number. I'll have to look on the old sheet. Let's find it something nice and inappropriate to run it with. Let me have a look. That'll do. Mr. Grimm wants a Wickham trolley. So I'd love to get a Wickham trolley. Second time here, it's looking great. Thank you. So like I said, we can go through, you know what I've kind of got now, so we can go through requests. So, boom, boom, boom. Come on, couple on you bugger. So, class 50 couplings aren't the best, if anyone knows about them. So it's sorry, just bear with me while I sort this coupling issue out. Right, hopefully we should be running. Class 50, ooh, I hope this runs. Okay, 51. So I'm just going to get the hand of God and just pop the steamy out of the way. This 50 might need some assisting because, like I said, it hasn't been running a long time. It needs a good dusting as well. Let me change the camera for you so you can see. Yep, as you see with the couplings, they're a bit iffy on the Class 50s. So we've got it with 2 Mark 3s. So, come on, let's change the points. So, oh, let's sing. Hope there's no loose track pins coming out. Oh, cheers, I hope not too. Yes, we do. On the 6th and 7th, this layout will be at Highley. West Hill Wagon Works will be at Highley. Let me just change the camera for you. 1 second. Sorry, I'm trying to do a bit of both here, so you can see the Class 50 a little bit better. So these are rather dusty Mark 3s out of the collection stored. So just very rarely use them. Gimme. So this is the Class 50. Obviously you can get the fins on the side. You can move up and down. This is Thunderer. I think the head shunt's too small to fit this, and obviously the Mark 3's in as well. So like I said, might be able to get it in the depot. It's a bit tight though. I don't think it's going to go. It's a bit too big, this one, I think. Yeah, just slightly too big. So, but that's the Class 50. I've got them ready. Let's see the couplings on them. This is why I don't use it. So I know many of you are Class 50 fans. Gimme. So I did have 250s. Lewis had me over one. So then he repainted it. So it's actually nice to, I suppose, to give it a little stretch on the legs. The Class 50. You can see it's left the coaches behind, so we'll get something to come out and pick them up. Let me just turn this camera again so you can see a bit more. I'll do it so you can see a bit more. This light does come out. There we go. You haven't got a light right in the middle there for you. Right, so the Class 50 needs a sound chip. The Class 50 has left 2 coaches behind because it has a useless coupling. What would you like to see? So put your requests in now. What would you like to see come pick them coaches up and take them back? So just get. Oh yeah, you got to put buffers on your 50, haven't you, Stuart? Wickman. So we'll go first with. There we go. Class 33. Right, let's give this a chance. Okay, I'll do the Class 33. I'll do the Western. I'll do the 58. So the Class 33, like I said, a few of these locomotives I don't often run. The Class 33, I've got to remember which drawer it's in there. There we go. The Class 33 is one of the old Helgen ones. It's got a bit of underframe weathering, which I did by myself. And oh, sugar! I just need to go get a phone charger because I've been going that long. My phone's about to die. Just bear with me. I think it might be too late. Ah, sugar. Ooh, sugar. My phone died. I'm just going to have to catch up with your comments on here, so just bear with me. There we go. Right, I just had to put your comments on my computer screen in a sec while my phone charges up. So the Class 33 is Helgen. It's one of the earlier models. It's not one of the later ones, so it has got the brass wheels. Let me just program this. So I'm just trying to read your comments now. Oops. Yes, phone died. Oops. So, Loco 33. I think the 33 might need to go in for repairs. Let me try and reprogram it again. So I think we might have to move to the next locomotive, which will be the Western. I think the 33's decided not to work for some reason. It's having a Helgen moment. So anyway, so this is the Class 33, which is weathered by ourselves. I did use it in a picture a while ago for a guess what locomotive it is. So, but it's decided to not work, and I can't explain why. So it's had a little moment. I'll put that in the repair pile list. So like I say, it's one we don't really use. So let's grab the Western. Let's give that a try. I'm not getting the one my dad painted. I'll get the normal one, the Dapol one. So I do apologise about the running error. It's just decided to give up the ghost. So the Dapol one does have cab lights. It is quite bright. I haven't put head codes in this yet. So, but it is a really, really good runner. So it's just needs a little dust over, but the detailing it comes with I've got to apply as well. It has all these little individual roof hooks which are really, really hard to thingy. So we're going to get 52. So there's one of these down at Midland Railway that we saw this weekend actually. It was in a slightly worse for sorrow state, should we say. So it was in a slightly worse state than this one. Right, my phone's coming back online now. So I went a bit too fast there, so you can see. So this is Western Cavalier. As you can see, the detail on it is really good. All individually etched grills. It also obviously has full cab running lights, so that bright, it even shows up. Yeah, that's on and that's off. And we've also got end running lights as well with this. So we'll pop this end in. So you can see. You can also see the amount of dust because of how long it's been stored. But it is a good runner and it does have very good weight to it. So that's the cab light on, cab light off. And we'll just get this to pick up the coaches. Right. So, sorry, I'm slowly getting back to your comments, just bear with me. There we go. So 56 load haul looks great, even without buffers. So Severn Valley Railway have the Western. DCC control, we use, as many of you know, it's the Gagemaster. Gagemaster Prodigy Advance 2. So I have 2 wireless controllers, I've also got 2 wired as well. So I'm just going to put this camera on. So that pulling through. It's taking the Mark III somewhere better. I'm forgetting which camera's which now. There's a loco on the roof. So I had to occasionally pick stuff up. So I thought that's where the locos belong. No, Stu's crane is not lifting that 24 up. Definitely not. So right, we'll get this on camera and go and get this reversed in for you. So you can see, so we can say goodbye to the Dapol 52. So the nice locomotives, I'm not personally a fan. I know some of you, many of you are. Got a drunk 24. Told you, class 24s belong on the roof. So just bring it back through here again so you can see it. And then I'll take it away gladly. So it's the Mark IIIs. I need to sort this joint out. It's took a slight bash, the layout. So it's just a fucking thing. So it does run really fast. Yeah, I'll just slowed it down before I crash it. There we go. So if you've got a nice circle layout, you will be able to run this at quite a good speed. Literally, it does kind of go, hey, there we go, wrong. You miss Mr. Grimm. It's gone now. Right, let's have a look what we're going with next. So I'm going to bring out some. I'm going to bring out the Dapol Turbo T-Wagons that were recently released. I've got a pair of these. They're really great detail on these. Jason took a little bit of an interest in them yesterday as well. They've even got nice detailed little footsteps on them as well. So let me just pop this back in where it belongs before I lose it. So what locomotive would you like to see bring these out? So we've got a pair of these. So, actually I'm going to get Mr. Grimm and I'm going to move him and see if any of you notice. 09, I'm afraid the 08s have got to they've got to have some work done yet this week. So we're going to go with the class 31 first and then the 56, my new loco. Yeah, we'll give that a run in a sec. So right, let's go with the 31. Let's hope and pray. I did have 3 class 31s, but 2 had chassis fatigue issues where the chassis split on them. I'm sure many of you know about them. So we've got a construction livery 31, bringing these out. These work. So this is one of the Hornby Super Detail ones, and so let's bring that hook down. It's problem. When you get wagons and stuff from different manufacturers, quite often the coupling heights are different, which is, it does get slightly annoying, to say the least. So I don't know why there couldn't be like a confirmed coupling height. But Mr. Grimm says to be safe. So let me know if you do spot Mr. Grimm flying about. Valley speed. So just bringing out the Turbo T wagons. Chris needs your crane. No, Stuart is staying away with the crane and that 24. The 24's fine. Hand of God will move it. So this is a Class 31 construction livery. We'll pop this back down the line so you can have a look at these gorgeous wagons. Sorry, it might just be me, but I tend to get a bit excited over wagons. Top of the bus. Yes, he's there. So let me just sort this for Stuart. Just bear with me. Sorry. There we go. I've just enabled that. One sec. So, enjoying this live stream, please subscribe. I've just enabled that. Sorry, I haven't got any moderators. Avoid low bridges. So, usually you have chat moderators that can help you in YouTube. I may ask for some of your help in the future. So, this is the Class 31 in construction livery. Like I was saying, some of you have seen already, I did have 2 more 31s, but the chassis did fatigue on them. So, I do love these locomotives. Obviously, they're well seen around the Midlands. And many stuck at obviously at Totem for quite some time, and this is the only one that I've had that's still intact. The other 2 have completely. I had an engineered Dutch livery and I also had a BR blue one. So yeah, I still love these wagons. So let's have a look at the wagons as well. So this Class 31, great runner. I did try to stick a Hornby TTS sound chip in it. It went fizz and went pop and then didn't work again. So, I don't know why, but yeah. I think it's just the TTS sound chips. They're not the best. Might work well with the Hornby system, but not from my experience. So, these are the Dapol Turbo T wagons. Oh, like I said about coupling heights, things do tend to forget. But we'll tell you what, let's pop them forward a minute. We'll have a closer look at the wagons. So I picked up a pair. These are quite highly detailed. And 1 second, where's my little stick gone? Lost my little stick to show you. So quite highly detailed. You've even got little steps on them as well, which you can see here, the little white bit. Let me put the camera down so see if it focuses a little bit better for you. There we go. So you can actually get a better view. The quality of the paintwork I think is outstanding. So you've got a green 31. I think the new ones are okay. Same issue with the TTS chip, yeah. So Lima Petroleum like that 31. Hey, Lima ones, they work. So just having a look for you now. So, but yeah, these wagons from Dapol, or Dapol. Sorry, I always get told to call it Dapol. Still in my head, it's Dapol. These wagons I think are absolutely outstanding. They could benefit some weathering and stuff, but I just like the clean look of them. So you can get these in the engineer's livery, which I've got here, which is the Dutch engineer's livery, or you can also get them in EWS maroon. So for you slightly later modelers, you can also get them in the EWS maroon as well. Right, so I'll go send the 31 away. We'll leave the wagons there, and we'll get something else to come and get them. Ooh. So right, let's get this 31 put away. So that's our Class 31. So it's quite good. I like it. So I just wish Hornby did a better job, and they are releasing some blue ones again this year. Triang. Ooh. So let me turn that over to the cam. So we'll see 31 go off in the background, hopefully. There it goes. That'll come out another day. That's one. That one's popped away. 1 second. Just got to enable another comment. So there we go. So YouTube. Really need to sort out that YouTube moderators. I always wondered what they did. Now I realise. So, right. I'm off to bed now. Yeah, we're only going to be 10 more minutes, so we'll just get one more. So put your requests in now, just anything but... Actually, we'll have a look at this new one that I've just picked up before we go. So, we'll have a quick look at this. I've just got a plonker coupling onto it because I haven't done that yet. We'll have a look at this Class 15 that I picked up earlier today. The other day. And then we'll do one more request. So just bear with me while I stick. If anyone knows Helgens, sometimes getting couplings in them can be a bit thingy. I haven't got a Class 91, no. Go on, I'll do this and then I'll get a HST out. Yeah. So let's have a look at this Class 15. I'll get a HST out. It's not going to be too long, I can tell you that. So Loco 3. So just bear with me while I move the steel chamber because this one's also a Loco 3. So it will sound a little bit raunchy. I didn't leave it running in actually because I was too busy doing this 66 video. Let's put the camera up. So this is the Class 15. It could do with some weathering. I can have a look on there. Zoom. So cracking locomotive. It's slightly ugly, and that's in my opinion. So I'm going to get some more camera angles in for next week, well not next week, the week after for you as well. So you can all see a bit more. So might be interested to see if you can get, I don't know if you can get a sound chip for these because I don't think there's, is there any of these left even in real life? So, right, let's change the points and we'll come pick these wagons up. So, it does sound a little rough at the minute, it really has got to run him. Come on, focus. So, the cameras tend to focus sometimes. There we go. ELR, do you have an APT? No, I did have an APT and I got rid of it. So it's one of them decisions. I just didn't. I liked it, but I just didn't like it, and it wasn't going to work with future plans anyway. So this is a Class 15. As you can see, it's the nose end, which is quite a bit more ugly than the Class 20. And yeah, I'll move it back a bit so you can see the front a little bit as well. Let's spin this round so you can see. So it does have full lighting, and so you've got white lights as well as thingy. Yeah, I'm going to move the camera so you can see it a little bit better. So you can see that's your red markers, and you also have your white markers as well. If I pop the lights off, you might be able to see it a little bit better. So there's your reverse markers, and there's your headlights. It doesn't have cab lights, but it will do soon. I'm actually going to do a video on showing you how to fit cab lights from a DCC decoder nice and easily. So please get ready to watch that. So you'll be able to see a quick top view of the wagons actually in a sec. So bring that out. So obviously you can fill these Dapol wagons with various loads, steel, anything that was used. Can you remember the APT? Ah, Sam, just to let you know, there is actually a camera in the depot, and there's actually a screen to go on the front of the layout, so you can actually see inside the depot. So I don't think we can really get. There's quite a difference between eras between them wagons and that locomotive. Definitely. So it needs to go through its running in. Yes, they are good wagons. Diesel 1313 on YouTube. Definitely. So. We'll have a little switch cam. So. Yes, they are really good wagons there. So I'll probably get a couple more actually, I think, thinking about it. I always tend to find a couple. I have got a GoPro. I can do it, but I can't do it on live stream because the problem is with live stream you have to use the main camera that we have. This one here is actually run off a GoPro Hero 7, but you have to have, obviously the main thing is I've got a power wire going in there because the battery doesn't last. Yeah, I don't want to be limiting a live stream to half an hour, and obviously you also have the HDMI wire because you have to put that into the capture card in my computer. So the rest are all built off webcams, but this is the GoPro, the main cam, because it captures a bit more detail and everything. So right, let's put that away, and then we'll have a look at some. We'll get the HSTs out, and we'll see how fast we can run them for Stuart. So I'm just going to move these coaches. So, what livery HST would you like out? I've got a Pullman 6 carriage with decoder at both ends. Ooh, very nice. So, I'll give what I will do is actually, because I get a lot of people asking how do I do my camera setup and everything. I'll probably give a video on that at some point if that's something you're interested in. So. Right, what livery HST ends would you like? So we've got blue, obviously exec, and we've got swallow. So we'll take a little vote. So we'll look, see what's the most common. At the minute we've got one of each. HST race now. My layout's not long enough. Thank you very much, Jason. Swallow. So we've got 2 for swallow. 2 for swallow and 2 for exec at the minute. So, just looking down at the comments down here. 2 for swallow, 2 for executive. 3 for swallow, so swallow's in lead at the minute. I'll get your vote in. Swallow for Raspberry Ripple. I've not got the Raspberry Ripple. That was a giveaway. So, there is one livery I have got that you haven't seen. Cross country I haven't got either. So as we went through the locos earlier, way too new. So let me switch cam. I'll show you. I have got these. Actually, I'll stick one of the coaches on. Let's go for it. Just give me a second. So we're going. By the looks of it, with the votes, we're going to go for a swallow. So I'll get the swallow one out. Let me just slowly trip over all these wires. He says, "Yep." So just bear with me. I actually do have some coaches. Let's get these. We'll run one of these out. These need a dust off, I can tell you that. So we'll have a 90s change. We'll have a swallow with the first Midland Mainline livery coaches. So I do actually have the HST ends for this as well. It's quite a rare one. So I've never actually had these out. So we'll have the buffet car out. We can't, the more coaches we put on it, the less I can run it. Before, oh right, you class it as Raspberry Ripple. I thought that was all. Yeah, I classed it as exact. Thought Raspberry Ripple was one of the Western liveries, wasn't it? So, right, so we're gonna have a very, very, very short HST car with buffet. What we're going to try and do is take it up and down the layout without crashing it. So far the noses have not got any damage on them, but let's see how far we get past this evening. So I would like some sound chips for these, but I'm not going to go for the Hornby TTS sound chips. So which way is the camera facing? That way. One thing I always wondered, they had narrow couplings on, but the coaches always had quite big fat couplings on. Right, I'm just going to have to reprogram this, so bear with me. Programming track. So this one is John Wesley 43103. This isn't the recent edition. This is the first Swallow livery they came out with. Very American. Yeah, I got used to it as a child. Loco 43. So it's I've not put the end on properly. There we go. Shortest HST with a coach. Let's have a look at the different camera on that. So what we're going to do is have a quick go at taking this up and down the main line. See how it goes without derailing the... So the main thing is it tends to stop pretty much straight away. So we've got from there, that's the dead end. So we'll try it on there. Let's try on full whack, see how far we get. That's it. Oh, that's about an inch off the other end. I think we kind of had an accident. Accident live on West Hill, one broken HST. I knew this was a bad idea. Stuart, it's your fault. So, at least there is an end to the layout. It's not going to go off the end, but it's just gone into the end. Hoping it's not damaged. No, it's fine. So HST just had an accident. I hit the wrong button. I hit save instead of stop on the controller. It's fine. Oops. It derailed a bit as well when it had that accident. Right, derailed pretty much the whole thing. So I'm not very good as a signalman, not very good as a cameraman, and not very good as a train operator either. So I can't go too fast on this. As you saw, repercussions do happen. So, but I do think it's quite a stunning livery, this one. Let me just pop the camera back to where it was so you can see it a bit closer as well. Yes, oops. So I've got to go. Yeah, I'm heading off in a second anyway. So yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's Midland Main Line. It's the early Midland Main Line livery. Sorry, not the early, the later Midland Main Line livery. I do apologise. The early one was the green. So There we go. One battered, bruised HST. On a circuit, yes. So, great live stream, thank you. So I was just doing a bit of a running session. So the layout's going to be slowly disassembled over the week, ready for the exhibition. So there won't be stuff towards the later of the week. I might see what I can do tomorrow evening. I might do some Train Sim World, obviously live streams as well, like we used to. Enjoy the live stream. Big thumbs up. Thank you very much, Jason. So, yeah, the HSTs took a bash for this. So, like I said, it's Stuart's fault. Your 15's still noisy after a lot of running. That's Dungewood Model Railway on YouTube. Turbo T-Wagons in the same livery. Yes, Diesel. So, honestly, they really are good ones, they are. So, I'm trying to read 2 sets of comments. So, we'll flick back through with the livery again. So, you can see. So, that's the Midland Mainline livery. I have got the HST ends. They were having some work on them, on those, because they didn't do super details in this livery, shamefully. But I do like it. It is quite a smart livery, actually. It's just something, just that little bit different. So not many of you do like it, but obviously as I was younger, shall we say. So in my school days, I used to occasionally go on these. It's from around the 2003 to 6 era. Originally, it was just pure green. So, right. Much better than watching regular TV. Well, I'm slowly getting there. Thank you very much, Adrian. So, it's good night, Brian. So, it is Jason, not around Hornby Limited Stock Dead. What's that? So, what's the name on the HST power car? Well, I'm going to rename it now Broken. So, it's John Wesley, and it's 43103, John Wesley. So, I think we ought to rename it Broken. So, good night, Richard. Thank you very much for watching. So, good night, Sam. So, good to see you soon, Sam, as well. And thank you for the great video. So, yes, it's John Wesley on there. Sorry, I can't get too much closer with the camera. I don't think it'll focus anywhere that close. So, right. So, we'll stay there. So, right, I'm going to have to head off to bed very shortly as well. So, we've been going nearly 2.5 hours. So, and yeah, I could really do with a drink and probably the toilet as well. So, thank you very much for everyone that's watching. Rename it Driver Chris. No. Like I said, Broken. I think Broken will do. So, thank you very, very much for everyone that's been watching and taking part. And obviously, sugar, taken off again there. Obviously, no, been extremely good. Thank you very much. So I'm slowly getting there. Hopefully, I'm improving each time, and I'm trying to get more camera angles and bits and bobs in, and I'll get some more behind the scenes. And look forward to seeing a few of you that are coming down to the railway exhibition as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm going to share Sam's video that he created as well again, because I think it's absolutely fascinating. I really, really do. He's done a cracking job with that. I'm very envious. So, obviously, thank you very much. And I'll pop this video up, and good evening. Thank you.
Here at the Severn Valley Railway, we are opening our doors to invite you behind the scenes.
The signal box is open, so you can see how things work in here. And there's more.
With plenty of model railways to see inside the new diesel depot, and even more at the engine house, like this one. And this one.
And of course, this one.
And if you've always wanted to be in your own model railway, we can model you and make this happen.
And in here, you can see how the restoration work is going on these wonderful steam engines.
So come on in and make yourself at home.